So the brand new Centaurus by Creed is gonna be out very soon. I got my hands on it early and I purchased it with my own money. It was several hundreds of dollars. And of course, this fragrance has cinnamon. There are a lot of resins, Peru balsam, there's sandalwood, there's heliotrope. It's a very spicy, sweet type of a fragrance. And I think it's timed perfectly for the upcoming fall season. I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on it very soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on the brand new Centaurus by Creed, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it as far as the smell goes, the notes, performance, longevity, how it evolves on my skin. But before I begin, I do wanna mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So if you're a fan of some of the heavier Creed offerings, and I'm talking about Spice and Wood, Bois de Portugal, Vintage Tabarome, these are the heavy hitters from the brand. The lighter ones are like Millésime Imperial or Rolf or whatever. This is gonna be one of the heavier ones that the brand has to offer. Centaurus is a cinnamon bomb. You have a lot of spices, it's warm, it's ambery, and I think this one is going to win over a new clientele for the brand of Creed because it is very different from other fragrances that the brand has put out in the past, but it still has this enticing niche level DNA. I'm going to tell you about the smell in just a little while. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, as I said before, you are going to get a lot of cinnamon. This is a cinnamon bomb. It's gonna open up with this bright, spicy, sweet type of a vibe. And I personally enjoy the cinnamon that's in here. So it's very spicy without smelling like chai, without smelling like potpourri. Well, maybe it smells like potpourri a little bit, but it smells awesome. It has that cinnamon vibe in the opening, but you can tell there's something dark and mysterious residing underneath it all. And it's coming from those resins. So it has this ambery, vanillic, resinous, balsamic undercurrent that creates this rich aroma that works in harmony and in tandem with the cinnamon. Now, of course, you have heliotrope in the heart. It's a floral ingredient that gets compared to the smell of almond. I'm not getting an almond smell from this one, but I am getting this spicy concoction with this warm ambery base. And I'm really surprised when it comes to fragrances from the House of Creed. Of course, the brand of Creed has put out a lot of bright, refreshing fragrances. Himalaya, Erolfa, Silver Mountain Water, Virgin Island Water, Green Irish Tweed. All of these are on the fresh side of things. And here we have this dark, spicy, warm, ambery fragrance. And I think it's going to be a hit. I think it's going to be a love it or hate it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I see the quality in here. I can perceive just how well it's put together. I'm really loving this one, but I don't think it's going to be for everybody. And when it comes to recommendations from the Creed brand, it's not going to be the first one that I recommend. I'm sorry. I just have to keep it honest. I would sooner recommend something like a Ventus or Green Irish Tweed before I talk about Centaurus. But this is a very bold and, aggressive type of a fragrance. So if that's what you're going for, definitely make sure to check it out. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, thank goodness this is a unique fragrance, which is kind of what we get from the House of Creed. Look, Creed puts out a fragrance and the entire world clones it. Creed are pioneers in the fragrance world. They're going to put out original fragrances and we see everybody kind of riding their coattails, as it were. Longevity, 10 plus hours, projection phenomenal for the first hour to hour and a half of application. It did radiate just a little bit beyond an arm's length, but it lingers for a long time. Versatility, it's masculine leaning, great for a dressed up scenario, great for the colder weather, and I think it will appeal more so to an older demographic. As far as the presentation is concerned, I love it. I love how the name sounds Latin, or it might be Latin, I'm not sure. Centaurus, Aventus. I think they're kind of trying to mimic the success of Aventus and seeing if they can do that with any of their newer releases, and I think they're on the right track. I think the name is cool, the aesthetic is beautiful, the presentation, the gold hardware, the red bottle reminds me a little bit of original Santal, but that's neither here nor there. Final verdict, it's an ambery cinnamon fragrance. Get your nose on it when it comes out. Do not blind buy like I did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you took something of value from today's episode, and if you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.